Okay, hello and welcome everybody. This is Kazan187 and I'll be doing a video for my Total War channel. Okay, so the last 2 days we had a lot of news for Total War series. We've got the Charlemagne DLC, which is obviously for Total War Attila, and then we have semi in-game and thematic of the campaign map for Total War Warhammer. I'm going to have both trailers in the background so you can obviously see, and I'll put in a few pictures of certain things throughout the video so you can obviously check out some stuff from that. So the information that we've got from the Charlemagne DLC, obviously for Total War Attila, it's going to be expansion compared to obviously the crappy culture packs that have been releasing and have been releasing since Rome 2 and other titles. I didn't buy the Empire of the Sands one, but when it comes to DLC expansions, Season Gaul, Hannibal the Gates, etc, etc, I don't mind actually doing it. And this time round, I'm still a bit 50-50 with the Charlemagne DLC, but it does have some improvements, and by the looks of things, obviously different time period. It's still in the Attila engine, all that kind of bollocks, but there's supposed to be an extra 400 new units. This time around is going to be knights, there's going to be stuff from the Arabias. Obviously you got the Byzantium coming up at that point, well I think historically, but you get the general idea. You get this is obviously the remnants of what is the fall of the Roman Empire. You've obviously got Charlemagne that comes out from the Franks, the Frankish kingdoms, then later on becomes king of Italy, I think, historically. Don't quote me on that, but obviously I need to touch up on my history when it comes to Charlemagne itself. But overall, it looks pretty interesting for the historical side of Total War, and it's probably needed. Like, I haven't played Attila in probably 2-3 months at least. I've been playing Destiny and loads of other PlayStation games that have come out, obviously, especially within the last month. Star Wars Battlefront, Fallout 4, you get a general idea. So this will bring some niche into the genre, I'd say. Quite happy with it. From what we've seen so far, hopefully it'll add to that. I'm going to put some pictures in the background now so you can obviously see. I'll be showing the campaign map, which I've got. Obviously it's going to be in the style of Caesar and Gaul. It's going to be a zoomed in version of European map. It will cut some certain bits off. It will have England, so we've got Mercia, Wessex, kind of like the Last Kingdom program that's out at the moment, but maybe not as far ahead. But it's in that time period between the Dark Ages and obviously Medieval Age, or Middle Ages as you call it, but it's in that kind of time period. So this is when you're going to get the kind of knight helmets, the triangular shield, or they're going away from the circular shield as such. They'll be moving into that, into the medieval kind of thing, so it's a transitional period. They're not going to have the full extent of that in this, but obviously how they're going to branch it is they'll probably do this, and then maybe the next historical one could be Medieval 3. We don't know. Fingers crossed it will be. But obviously, like I said, there's going to be multiple new units. There'll be some pictures in the background to show which ones they're obviously trying to show off, what types of playstyles. They're going to be new buildings. There's obviously going to be some quest lines that are going to put in their specific factions. So I think they're trying to meld what they're trying to do with Warhammer, which is obviously out in April, and they're trying to put that in the historical context. And you see for each expansion they've done, especially in Attila, they've tried to add some of these new mechanics and stuff. They've tested them out in Attila for when obviously they're more flushed out and when they're going to actually properly introduce them in Warhammer, so people are not like, oh, what the fuck is this? Like, they kind of understand what it is and they're used to it. So yeah, overall, I'm probably not going to pick up straight away. I'm going to see some videos of it, reviews, etc, etc, and then I probably will pick it up. For doing it as a let's play, maybe, if I've got the time for it. To be honest, like I mentioned in my update video, I don't have a lot of time nowadays to do long videos, rendering and stuff like that. I'm working a hell of a lot more than I used to. Doing Destiny videos is a little bit easier on my other channel because obviously they're like 3-4 minutes, if that, for some of them, so easier rendering time, etc, etc. But if you haven't done so already, I'll link it in the description box below. Obviously I'll do the videos for this as well, for the trailers, and then any information we've got for both of these. Yeah, I'll link my other channel on there. And secondly, we've got Total War Warhammer. So this is obviously for the Greenskins. The whole video is, it starts off with this little goblin talking to Ironhide. he's like, okay, we've destroyed these people, who we're going to go to war with next. It's quite a little comedic value throughout the whole video, and then it shows off the campaign map. Obviously, in a cinematic sense, there's obviously the mount that they show with the, I'm trying to think, it's not the dragons, because obviously that's the vampire counts, but it's one of the orc mounts. They're flying over the land, so it shows off to the north. You've got the North Star, which is basically the Chaos Warriors or agent of the Chaos Warriors. So basically their own little minions or troops, and obviously they convert them over into Chaos. The Vampire Counts they didn't actually show at all, which is a bit annoying. They show off obviously some of the Dwarvens, the Badlands, and then stuff like that. And then they show off a siege battle, only for like 3 or 4 seconds. But you got the Empire obviously facing off against, I think it's the Orcs in that one, but you see siege towers, everything like that. So next week they have announced that they'll be showing some campaign gameplay. So there's not going to be a siege or anything like that, but they're going to be showing off that with the Orcs. So obviously we get more details of that. Expect another video for when that is released, maybe not straight away, but a couple of days after that the video is released. That is the kind of stuff that I'm looking forward to the most, and I, are going to appreciate the most. Attila, even though it's boring to play in the campaign sense now, because obviously it's pretty much just carried on from what Rome 2 was, the battles are still really cool and interesting. I love that facet of Total War always have done. And obviously now we've got like completely strange units. We've got fucking orcs, goblins, trolls, spiders, you name it. So we've got that side of it. So from what we've seen so far with the Battle of Blackfire Pass, from what I've seen, it's going to be really cool. So once they show the campaign side of it, I will get more trust within them for that. I'm more hyped for Warhammer than I was with Attila anyways, and obviously more hyped than what the Charlemagne DLC, but Charlemagne DLC will bring some extra life into Attila, and obviously the Warhammer is going to fucking blow the socks off everything at the moment. It looks amazing and I cannot wait. And then after they've done the campaign video, which should be next week, campaign map, I'd assume there'd be a Vampire Counts on, because obviously they haven't shown any footage of them at the moment. And then after that, they could either incorporate the Vampire Counts in a siege battle when they show them off, or there'd be a separate video of a siege just between 2 different factions, could be anyone, for example. But the way you got to see it, the dwarves are underground in the Battle of Blackfire Pass, so they showed off that aspect. The orcs are going to the campaign map. The Vampire Counts could, especially with the dragon mounts, could in theory be the siege battle. So that is the speculation on my part, but hopefully that will be the case. So yeah, hopefully it'd be nice to get your feedback on this, guys. What you're looking forward to. Obviously, I started with the Charlemagne DLC. What you think is going to bring to the lifespan of Attila, if it's something good. I think I'm probably going to buy it, but doing a let's play on it, a little bit different. But 100% when Warhammer comes out, I will be definitely doing a let's play on this channel for that. And obviously, your hype levels, what are your hype levels for Total War Warhammer? Okay, guys, if you're obviously new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like what you see, give the video a like. And obviously, like I just said, tell me what you think and what you hope for both of these and Total War franchise in the future. Okay, guys, nice seeing you.